work with mobile operators to monitor the compliance for them, but it's sort of moved on from quite a negative connotation, having to have a monitoring business that tests services and also takes those services through to a big sign-off process that takes a long time, etc. That's quite a traditional point where we started, making sure the services are okay and they are fit to go live with rules and regulations. But we've moved on since then to where the issues lie, which is usually at the marketing front end. But we like to work with mobile operators now on the revenue assurance capacity, because what we see is the services such as our anti-fraud tool, as well as the monitoring of the advertising, if it's controlled and everybody on a mobile operator platform has to abide by the same set of rules, so there is parlance across the board, then we see that there will be, there's generally a drop in traffic when there's a lot of fraud issues and a lot of compliance issues. The mobile operators are very sensitive at the moment with customer complaints, which have been increasing probably over the past 2 years. At the same time, fraud has grown with probably the two-click flow or HE flow in markets, and you've seen a lot of operators in Europe stop the HE flow or click flow and move over to an OTP flow, and you see an immediate reduction in customer complaints. But obviously the downside of it is that they also see a big drop in conversion. The flow is necessarily harder to convert. You lose the USP, I suppose, of the mobile payment mechanic being quite a simplistic two-click easy flow. So carriers are having to sort of trade on this environment of, do we control complaints, but we want the revenue as well. So when we come to work with a mobile operator, it's very much looking at the objectives and sitting down with them and implementing our tools where we can say, well, we will bring in the regulation, we'll do the end-to-end testing, we'll do the ad monitoring, but we'll also put the fraud shield system on your gateway. And mobile operators are then able to see with a level of transparency the traffic which is coming through on OTP, then go back to the market with confidence, bringing out a two-click or HE flow, knowing that they have the tools in place to be able to monitor any fraudulent activity, bad marketing practice from affiliates, etc. So you can see once they've had that initial drop-off and we partner with them, you'll then see a growth curve coming back in with revenues, and the ideal environment is that fraud and customer complaints remain at a lower level that existed with OTP.